right, let's get into it. So I'm first going to talk about Planchain, which is coming from the Vechain ecosystem, which has ties to Safe Haven. Also comes from the Vechain ecosystem. So I'm going to give you good information about Planchain. I'm going to be using Planchain. I already see the use case for Planchain, so we'll get into that. And then I'm going to reveal the sleeping giant that really a lot of us are not talking about, and we don't understand what is really taking place. This is, listen, it's under 50 million market cap, 40 million market cap, 30 million market cap, even under 20 million market cap, even under $15 million market cap. And this one belongs in the billions, okay? And you're going to see why later as this video goes on. So I said this on Twitter, so if you're not following me on Twitter, it's 007 Mac 007. 007 MAC 007. Follow me on Twitter. I put that I was going to reveal the sleeping giant, and I will do that in this video for free. This is just my top pick, and I'm sharing it with you guys. All right, so first, let's dig into Planchain. I'm really excited about Planchain. I think the use case is phenomenal and essential. Like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I'm going to be using Planchain. So let's just get into it. And this is more of a introduction to Planchain. I'll be doing more videos about Planchain. So this is just more of an introduction, and then so you can get your feet wet in truly understanding what they're about. Now, so talking about Planchain, I want to be honest with you. How I was put onto Planchain was through one of my sources, one of my connections, and in all honesty, it was really coming from a negative point of view. Now, listen, I value all my connections, all my sources, big or small. They come some from projects, some from, believe me, I value them all, and I stay close with them. And it doesn't mean that I have to agree with them in everything, right? We can agree to disagree. We can have different points of views. So I like to be open-minded, yet not gullible. I like to be sometimes skeptical, yet not closed-minded. You understand? So it's like a healthy balance. So I went in there with a healthy balance, and I started trying to figure out, and I started searching more and more, and I'm like, you know what? This thing has real-world use case, and I like this, and I'm going to use this. I can't wait to use Planchain. So just give me the backstory first. All right, so let's start because we've got a lot to cover here. All right, the Planchain IP asset management platform will revolutionize IP asset management by using blockchain technology. Intellectual property IP deals with patents for inventions and copyrights for photos and videos and poems, and also trademarks. So guys, remember as I said in the beginning that I'm excited because I'm going to want to use Planchain. I have some ideas already because I have some really sensitive information, and I'm going to want to have that, copyrighted and protected, and I'm going to be using Planchain. All right, so the Planchain platform can help manage and monetize each of those categories of IP. Hence why I'm going to be using Planchain when I release certain information. All right, so now let me talk about the Planchain team. All right, Planchain has 2 IP attorneys in team so far, and they say in their page here that they will establish a network of IP attorneys around the world as partners or advisors. Okay, so their CEO is an IP attorney and one of their advisors too. Their COO or COO was previously involved with Safe Haven and is the brother of the CTO of Safe Haven, and therefore have a lot of experience with projects in the crypto space and some good connections with Vechain and in the industry. Now, okay guys, so as I was talking about this earlier, I'm telling you that Planchain has those connections already with Safe Haven, all right? And as I mentioned earlier, one of my connections saw this as a negative, right? Didn't really like the connection between Safe Haven and Planchain. And I saw it differently. I said, wait a minute. This connection between Planchain and Safe Haven is not to be taken with any negative connotation. This is not a negative. This is a plus. This is positive. This connection in having the CTO of Safe Haven being your brother and working with Safe Haven, which has strong connections coming from the Vechain ecosystem, will only be bullish and advance and open up these doors for Planchain. So I saw it as a very, very positive scenario moving forward. All right, especially with in context with the Vechain ecosystem. So again, to me, not a negative. To me, a positive and a strong positive. Guys, connections, partnerships are vital. They open up the door so that you can showcase what you can offer and accomplish. So one part is the connection to open up the door. Then the second part is what you can do and how you can deliver it. All right. So you need that open door. Safe Haven is opening up that door, so now that Planchain can associate with the Vechain ecosystem and to be able to interact and engage with each other. So to me, again, this is a strong, strong positive for me. All right, so moving on. From the recent announcements, Planchain is currently conducting its pre-sale. Something unique about Planchain is that they will release their MVP before their token generation event. Okay, so before the token generation is over, they already have their MVP. Therefore, they will have utility for their planned tokens before the TGE is over and before any planned tokens are released. So this is not your typical startup that goes through a token generation event with nothing released until months or years after their TGE. All right, so another pretty interesting use case is protecting digital photos. All right, I like this. So imagine like Instagram, things of that nature. So with their proof of ownership engine and the blockchain certificate, all right, so anybody can upload their photos and plan tokens into the Planchain platform, which generates an entry into the Vechain Thor blockchain and also generates a blockchain certificate, both to give proof that this person has a copyright for this photo at a certain date and provide other information. To me, in my opinion, I see a lot of use case here. Just think about all the photos, what we do with the videos that we upload to YouTube. Think about all the things that are going on. Most of the things that we see or we hear is because of our phones that we take pictures or videos or we record. Imagine now you can monetize this and you can prove it. All right, that it was your picture, it was your recording, it was your video. So again, I see numerous use cases here, and I think as we move forward in a digital world with technology and all these things that are going on in the world, this is like a limitless opportunity. And again, I see a lot of scenarios here. So this niche that Planchain is tackling is very, very broad. All right, so I like it. I like it a lot. We also need to check out their information, their Snap Block mobile application. Basically, that's a way for anyone taking a picture on their mobile phone to instantly protect their photo with a blockchain entry and a blockchain certificate when taking a picture. All right, wow. Also using the plan token. All right, so again, I can see any person using this, or amateur photographers or professional photographers. Again, in talking about this, moving forward, I believe that things like Planchain, and to me, I don't know too many other in the blockchain that are doing this. So Planchain, this use case moving forward is going to be essential. Honestly, if you can't see that, or if you disagree with that, I don't know. I mean, you guys have eyes, you guys have ears, you guys see how this world is operating, and we get a lot of information for the most part, not from newscasters, but from everyday people with their phones recording, videos, photos, and again, things of that nature. All right, so their CMO is a photographer and artist himself, so has a lot of experience in this area. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about partnerships. And they will partner with Live the Life and will partner with all the photographers of Live the Life. So, okay, so who knows what they have planned with Live the Life? All right, that's a really interesting partnership there. I can see it, of course, with what we're talking about. Again, copyrights and patents for intellectual property. So that's really cool. That's really something to dig into. I guess we'll wait and see more from that partnership. All right, so moving along. They will also help people that have photos or other IP assets to sell their photos, okay, in their marketplace. I like that. They will have this marketplace where people can sell their copyright stuff like photos and videos. I'm gonna be selling some interesting videos with some sensitive information. I don't know. I have to put my plug in there. That's gonna be coming. Believe me, I got some information. And even sell their patents about different kinds of inventions and things like that. So they will use smart contracts and some cool technology to make it easy and seamless for the everyday user. All right, so check out their website, their pager, lots of good info there. Looks like all of their features use the Plan token and are in the Vechain Thor blockchain. So all will burn Vito. So really good for the Vechain ecosystem. Okay. Again, let me close here talking about Planchain. It looks like they are partners with Safe Haven to make their IP inheritable. When Safe Haven releases their inheritance platform, they will use that in some capacity or some way. All right. So again, really good information. If you didn't know anything about Planchain, you're probably like, well, I don't know what is Planchain really about. I hope and I believe this gives you a good introduction about what Planchain is doing and what they're about. I'm going to continue to research Planchain and try to share as much information with you guys about them. All right, guys. So now let me give you the sleeping giant that most who are involved in the crypto sphere are really not paying attention to, and they're not talking about the massive potential for this crypto. And this one is called SingularityNET. SingularityNET. AGI. All right, so without further ado, let Dr. Ben Gortzel lead you out. All right, guys, have a blessed one. Hope you like the ending of this video as well.
We're launching a spin-off called Singularity Studio, which is AI for the enterprise. So we're approached by a lot of big companies. I mean, Domino's was one, but there's a lot of other household names. We're working with Ping On Technology, large insurance company in China, and a bunch of other household names I can't disclose yet. But we're working with a lot of big companies who want to use the SingularityNET AI, but they don't necessarily have the internal expertise to. So we're building vertical market-specific products, initially for fintech, then for health tech and IoT, and doing some consulting to help big companies integrate these products into their infrastructure. So that's more, how do you bridge the world of corporate IT with this crazy decentralized blockchain-based AI network by a combination of products and services? We started SingularityNET project in 2017 and funded it via a token sale and an ICO, and we launched the beta version of the platform late February of this year, put some example AI agents on it, and we're now doing developer workshops and working with various large enterprises to actually use the platform. Most recently, a project with Domino's Pizza to use our decentralized blockchain-based AI to optimize pizza delivery. We're looking at this Singularity Studio enterprise AI company. It's a way of helping drive utilization of the decentralized network. Because any platform, which is ultimately what SingularityNET is, it needs supply and demand, right? The supply is AI developers putting code in there to accompany our OpenCog and other code, and it needs demand, which is users, which could be entrepreneurs or hackers, or it could be large companies who on their own or with the help of Singularity Studio use this to give additional AI firepower to what they're doing. I mentioned Ocean Protocol, so we actually have a new industry organization with 50 and growing different projects that are bringing AI and blockchain together, and they're all connecting to each other. So it's a network of networks, Singularity, Ocean, a bunch of others, all using blockchain for AI and cooperating together to try to form a new AI ecosystem, which is decentralized, democratic, owned by everyone and no one. And right now, we're running SingularityNET stuff on server farms around the world, but we're also working on a decentralized approach to computing as well, where you can use mesh networking through our partnership with Right Mesh, and then bits and pieces of the global AI brain's thought processing can be decentralized. You got some AI processing running on your phone, just as some of the data feeding the AI mind is coming off your phone, right? So this is a society and economy of minds extending through embedded devices. Now, when brain-computer interfacing goes further, we can put the device in here, and then we have some biocomputing going on as well. So I think, to briefly sum up, since I'm over time, I mean we are at a very critical juncture here. The futurist visions we heard in the last talk, the utopia of superhuman AGI bringing us amazing frontiers of experience and technology. This can all happen. A lot of less interesting and exciting things can also happen. And we're the ones who are going to guide this. And part of this has to do with what the AIs we have now are used for and who controls what they do. It should be all of us and everyone on the planet together. And we do have the technologies to make decentralized and democratic AI happen. Thank you.